Yo, yo, yo. There you go. Me. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of AthleteCast. A part, not part, episode 14. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's been a little minute. It's been a little minute. Your boy had him a little Thanksgiving break to relax, but now it's time for finals. So, yeah. So, your boy has been, stressing type, trying to study and get all these materials studied, But I still managed to come here today with an episode for you guys. So let's get into this. Now, first and foremost, as y'all don't know, that the 2023 season is now over with. Well, no, but 2024 season is now over with. My mistake. And now we're in the off-season workouts. And boy, our first workout, our season workout was today, and boy. It was work put in, a lot of work, but trust, it was a lot of pain. It was a lot of pain. But you know how we do it. That's how we like it. And we're gonna continue to get great and next season. Hopefully, that either that conference championship or that D3 natty. Either one suffices with me. I don't care. But so as y'all know, we won the last senior day game, and you feel me? Salute to all the seniors that's leaving me this year, especially all of my seniors, Truid, Alex, Wyatt, Shaban, yes sir. Uh, Shout out to Cat Xander, uh, our boy Coach E. Shout out to him graduating as well, senior as well. Just shout out to all the seniors, man. This season, this season has been a fun roller coaster, man. Going in the season 5-5. I mean, it's improvement for sure. It's improvement for sure, but we still got a long ways to go if we want to get up there with Wartburg, Central, or Co. And win us a conference championship, or even qualify for the Division 3 playoffs and make it there and make us a deep playoff run and hopefully win it. But we're gonna get into the all conference, you feel me? We had a couple all conference guys. So starting off with first team all conference at Outside linebacker, we have my guy CJ Gardner winning that first team, and also our QB1 Jay Jensen. Salute to him as he is a senior, coming off his last season and winning first team all conference. Congrats to him. Salute to him. Now, second team, we got my boy Joe Bream. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If y'all don't know, Joe Bream was actually the first player I talked to in Simpson when I actually committed here. He was the first person to reach out. He was ready to get to work with me. And now that he's gone, I mean, trust, it's gonna be new. I mean, trust, I still got people that I mess with on the team, but like Joe is a really big inspiration. Like Joe is a leader. I mean, even though I came in as an O line and switched the linebacker, his love never changed for me. Even if I did switch the linebacker, his love never changed for me. He treated me just like he would probably treat me if I was still on the O line, and I love that guy for that. Salute to you, Joe Breen. And second team receiver got that boy Noah Craigcraft. Yes, sir. He deserved it. I feel like he got snuffed out of first team. Not even gonna lie. That's just me. But salute to my boy Noah, true freshman, true freshman. Then we got honorable mentions. Honorable mentions. Now, my boy Zach Truitt, honorable mention all conference. But I feel like he should be second team. I feel like he should be second team out of every linebacker, middle linebacker, inside linebacker, or whatever. Out of any inside linebacker that's in our conference, I feel like he should at least have got second team and not honorable mention. But hey, salute to him as well as he also is a senior. Salute to him. And next up for honorable mention, we got that boy Tanner Philpott, which I kind of feel like he got snuffed out of first team or second team too. Because to me, I mean, I'm not just saying this because he's on my team, but like Tanner Philpott, he has a good leg. Like he has a phenomenal leg. And he gave like yeah, like he put us in good like field position as a defense, like as kicking, as he punted the ball or like even kickoffs. But hey, he got honorable mention, so salute to you. True freshman as well at that kicker spot. You feel me? Next up, a big shout out to that boy Noah Craycraft winning Rookie of the Year. Now that's what I have to like say. Like, how do he get second team all conference and not first team? But he won Rookie of the Year. But shout out to Noah Craycraft on that Rookie of the Year award, baby. Keep doing your thing, keep putting in that work. Yes, sir. And also big congratulations to QB1 Jay Jensen as he did pass he broke the all-time passing touchdown record for 80 touchdowns since he been here. Salute to him as he did break that record. Now, it's still all conference, but we in the academic all conference. Yes, sir. So first up, we got that boy Lucas Bartachek. Yes, sir. Joe Bream, yes, sir. Jared Fisher, yes, sir. Marcus Kozart, yes, sir. Cam I cannot, I'm sorry. Cam, if you watch this, I'm sorry. I cannot pronounce your last name. So we're gonna say Big Cam. We're gonna say Big Cam. Next up, we got Max Robinson, Eli Schlaymaker, Zachary Truitt, Todd Ewell Jr., and Nick Warrington. Salute to those guys for keeping up with their academics as well as turn it up on the field as well. Salute to y'all. Now, as we get done with that, we're finna hop into this college football. I know I didn't make no predictions, so we just gonna see what the results is, and then I'm gonna make my predictions after. You feel me? Comment your favorite college team down below. Comment it. Tell me who you rooting for this year to win the college football playoffs, and well, win the Natty, not the college football players playoffs. Well, who you got winning the Natty? Who do you have winning the Natty? I'm not even gonna lie. Me personally, I want Notre Dame to win. Like, I know it's unrealistic, but I want Notre Dame to win. And people been on me about pronouncing Notre Dame like that. Like, it's no tree. Like, not northern, not northern. Like, I used to say northern too, but like, you gotta look at it. It's like nor is no tree, nor tree. But somebody told me the E is silent, so I don't know. I really don't care. I'm gonna still pronounce it Notre Dame because that's how I pronounce it. So I got Notre Dame winning it. I don't know why I have Notre Dame winning a natty, but I do. That's just how I feel about it now. That's just how I feel about it. Everybody has their own opinion. I mean, as y'all know, I've been rocking with Notre Dame since the beginning of the season. Ever since I started doing prediction, I've been rocking. I've been rocking with Notre Dame now. So you can't say I'm just bandwagon. I mean, if they get put out, they just get put out. Just know Notre Dame. Disclaimer: Notre Dame is not my favorite college football team. I don't have a favorite college football team. That's why I can just root for anybody I want. So Notre Dame, Notre Dame is my favorite. But if I'm being realistically here, I don't. I feel like ain't no SEC team is going to the Natty this year. That's just me as a whole. I feel like not one SEC team is going to make it to the final round. That's just me as a person. But let's get into these results. Let me start rambling. All right, first up, we got Illinois versus Northwestern. Illinois beating Northwestern 38-28. That's a good pickup win for Illinois. Next up, we got Army beating UTSA 29-24. Congrats to Army. South Carolina beating Clemson 17-14. That was a good game. I watched that game. That was a good game. I loved it. Next up we have Michigan versus Ohio State. And Michigan beating Ohio State. I know there's a lot of Ohio State fans mad. I'm just being honest. I know y'all was mad. But Michigan did pull out the dub 13-10 in a big rivalry game. Like, I don't know what was in the NCAA juice or water, whatever they were drinking. But every team that played last week, I'm pretty sure majority of them teams fought. Like, every team wanted smoke. I'm just saying, every team wanted to catch smoke with the other team. And I love that. Like, I don't want to just watch no boring game. Like, bro, I want to see y'all scrap, bro. Like, that's just me. That's just me. Like, I mean, I'm not just saying scrap for no reason, but like, if there's a reason to scrap, I mean, rivalry games, rivalry games as well too. Like, it's a rivalry game. Like, they're supposed to be, talking back and forth, chirping back and forth, uh, scuffles back and forth. Because it's a rivalry game. Without that, there's no rival. Without no chirping, no talking, or no rumbling, that's not a rivalry game. That's just a regular exhibition. That's just me personally. But next up, we got Tennessee beating Vandy 36-23. Shout out to them boys in Tennessee. Next up, we got Notre Dame beating USC 49-35. Salute to Notre. Yes, sir. Next up, we got Penn State versus Maryland. Penn State beating the brakes off Maryland 44-7. Shout out to Penn. Now, Bama versus Auburn. Bama beating Auburn 28-14. Yes, sir. Salute to Bama. I'm sorry, y'all. My throat kind of messing up. I'm thinking I'm trying to get a cold or something because if y'all don't know, it snowed here. Yeah. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say it's cold, but it's been snowing. Next up, we got Syracuse beating Miami. Oh my God, Miami, y'all sold my bag. Well, y'all didn't sell my bag, but y'all sold my bag. But Syracuse beating Miami 42-38. Big close game, big high scoring game as well. So I know that was a big game. I didn't watch that game me personally, but I can tell it was a good game just by the score. Next up, we got SMU versus Cal. SMU beating the brakes off Cal 38-6. Lord have mercy. Somebody call that man. Nah, let me chill. Next up, we got Arizona State versus Arizona, and Arizona State beating the brace off Arizona 49-7. Oh my lord. To be a rivalry game, that was not no game at all. Next up, we got Missouri versus Arkansas. Missouri beating Arkansas 28-21. Now, now y'all gonna be like, what happened to you? What happened to you pulling from Missouri? Missouri's not gonna be in the college playoffs. Let's be real. They're not gonna be in the college playoffs. So why would I root for them if they're not gonna be in the college playoffs? My point exactly. Next up, we got Indiana beating the brakes off Purdue. I'm not even gonna lie. Purdue has been getting the brakes beat off them these past weeks. They've been getting blown out. But Indiana did pick up the win 66-0. Like, bro, Purdue, just just hang it up. Just call it a day. Just call it a day. Just just chill. Just chill, bro. Next up, we got Iowa State versus Kansas State. Iowa State being Kansas. Oh, excuse me. Iowa State being Kansas State 29-21. Good game right there. Shout out to Iowa State and all the Iowa State fans here in Iowa. Salute to you. Next up, we have oh my god. Next up, we have Texas versus Texas A&M, and Texas being Texas A&M 17-7. I know that's a rivalry game right there for sure, but Texas coming out with the dub. I mean, who really expected Texas A&M to like actually beat Texas? Let's be real. Next up, we got Oregon versus Washington. Oregon being Washington 49-21. Salute to Oregon. Salute to you. Now we got UNLV beating Nevada 38-14. Hey, I'm not even gonna cap. UNLV came out of nowhere. Like they came out of nowhere, bro. And last but not least, we got BYU beating Houston 30-18. Wait, if BYU made the college playoffs, I might switch. I might switch. I'm not even gonna lie. My two picks to actually win this natty, like that's just me as a person. I have BYU if they make it, and I have Notre Dame if they make it. Those are my two picks right there. I know they're underdogs in this college playoff world, but hey, sometimes the underdog can come in. Hmm, Sometimes the underdog can come and just spike it up. You feel me? They can mess some things up. You feel me? Like teams were probably underprepared for this team, and BYU or Notre Dame just gonna go out there and just put BTA. That's just me personally. But let's get into these championship games this week, and as well as my predictions. And remember what I always tell y'all: if you're a betting man, you better listen to me, because most of the time, 90% of the time, my predictions are right. So you better get on board. All right. Conference USA Championship. Western Kentucky versus Jacksonville State. See, I've never really watched the Conference USA. That's just me. But if I had to, I got Jacksonville State. I got Jacksonville State taking it. Next up, we got the Mountain West Championship. We got UNLV versus Boise. I'm picking Boise straight off the back. I feel like they can't stop Ashton Jenny. I feel like UNLV is not going to be able to stop Ashton Jenny for running for about 200 yards. Now, next up, we got the AAC Championship. We got Tulane versus Army. I'm picking Tulane. Army is not finna compete with Tulane. Army, we already know. Like, matter of fact, didn't Tulane already play Army? And Tulane whooped the dog out of Army, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be mistaken. I could not. Or was it Navy they played? I don't care. I'm still picking Tulane. I mean, even if I am right and they did play Army and Tulane beat Army, they always say it's hard to beat a team twice, and for sure I know about that. It is hard to beat a team twice. It's hard. But just me as like knowing Tulane for real and not knowing Army enough. I feel like Tulane is finna go out here and split Army's wig. That's just me. Next up, we got the MAC championship. We got Ohio versus Miami, Ohio. That's a rivalry. I'm pretty sure that's a rivalry game right there. Cause both of them in the state of Ohio. How does how do like bro, out of every team in the MAC, you got two teams for Ohio in the championship? I know that's a rivalry game for sure. But I don't know a lot about either of these teams. I don't. But if I had to throw a coin up and just guess on it, I'm taking Ohio. I'm taking Ohio to win that. Not and don't get it confused. It's not Ohio State. It's just Ohio. Like I looked at it and it's just Ohio. The Ohio Bobcats. It's like okay. Fun fact. I actually liked that team like back in the day. Like NCAA, like the old NCAAs. I always play well Ohio for some reason. I don't know. I liked it. I liked the colors, and then I liked the mascot. So that was just me. Next up, the big one. The big one that's here. The Big 12 championship, Iowa State versus Arizona State. Now, me staying in Iowa and having Iowa State fans on this campus, and I know some of the people on this campus watch this podcast, I'm gonna choose Iowa State because I'm not trying to get cooked on campus. I'm just being honest. I mean, I was gonna pick Iowa State anyway because I really don't know what Arizona State. Arizona State, trust Arizona State got something, but in the long run, I feel like Iowa State is like going to win that battle. That's just that's just me. Next up, we got the SWAC championship. Oh my lord, we got Southern University versus Jackson State. And me being from Mississippi and me being like, if I want to be real about this, I got Southern. I got Southern winning that. Even I don't care if I am from Mississippi and like close to Jackson, but I don't see Jackson State being Southern. That's just me. I don't see Jackson State being Southern. Like, okay, Jackson State might pull it out. I don't know. But I don't see Jackson State beating like I don't see Jackson State just winning that game right there. So I'm gonna choose Southern on that. Southern for the SWAC championship all day, every day, baby. Next up, we got the SEC championship. We got Georgia versus Texas. Okay, now this game is a doozy. I know this game is gonna be a dogfight. This game is gonna be a dogfight. I know that for sure. That game is gonna be a dogfight, but the dog I feel like that's gonna come out at the end of that fight is gonna be Texas. Mainly because you haven't really heard no downfalls about Texas, really. Like Georgia almost getting beat by Georgia Tech. Are you serious, my brother? Are you serious, my brother? Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I was rooting for Georgia. I watched the whole overtimes, and I was rooting for Georgia Tech the whole time. Cause I wanted like Georgia Tech to actually be like Georgia. And I'm telling you now, NCAA, NCAA right now, I know it's some Georgia Tech teams like on Dynasty right now. I just know it. I just know it. But at the end of the day, I feel like Texas is gonna win that game right there. That's just me, my opinion, me personally. Next up, we got the Sun Belt Championship. We have Marshall versus Louisiana. Once again, I haven't kept up with any of those teams. So I'm gonna just throw a toss up because I know Marshall and I know what Marshall has, but I don't know what Louisiana has. So I'm gonna just go with Marshall, and hopefully Marshall pulls out the dub. I mean, ain't like I got money on it, but like I'm just saying. I'm just like for y'all's sake, if y'all do end up listening to me and putting this on y'all ticket or something, I would not recommend y'all putting that team on there because I recommend y'all to put the teams that I'm confident in. Like with teams like this game right here, nor the Conference USA Championship or the MAC Championship. Those are the three I'm not like settled on for real. But we move on to the ACC. We got Clemson versus SMU. Now, this game, I feel like it's gonna be a battle, but I know SMU is the underdog in that game. But I actually know that SMU has talent, and Clemson does too. Clemson has talent too, but I'm not gonna lie. I want to say Clemson. Like my heart says Clemson's gonna win that just by pure talent, but I feel like SMU's gonna pull it out. So I'm picking SMU. I'm picking SMU. I'm picking SMU with that. And last but not least, we have the Big Ten championship. We have Penn State versus Oregon. Y'all know Oregon. Oregon is gonna go out here and put BTA to Penn State, bro. Penn State. All right, now let's get to these rankings. So we have Oregon at 1, Texas at 2, Penn State at 3, Notre Dame at 4, Georgia at 5, Tennessee at 6, Ohio State at 7, SMU at 8, 9 Indiana, Boise State at 10, Bama at 11, 12 at Arizona State, 13 at South Carolina, 14 Miami Hurricanes, 15 Ole Miss, 16 Iowa State, 17 BYU, 18 Clemson, 19 UNLV, 20 Colorado, 21 Illinois, 22 Missouri, 23 Syracuse, 24 Army, and 25 Memphis. And I'm finna go back and have a recap from the season. You feel me? I'm not even gonna do that. I'm sorry. But this is gonna be a short episode. I did start late and I really don't have much to talk about for real. But if you have questions that you want answered or want to know, just put them in the comments below. You know your boy gon' type them up in the next podcast, and whoever puts the questionnaire, y'all know y'all gonna get a shout out. But the question I made up today is, how do you get in the zone? See, we have this. I say athletes have this thing that's called like getting in the zone, and it's different. Like it depends on the person, but it's different ways to like get in your zone. And I could take for example one game of this season when we played Central. I was in my zone. I mean, 8 tackles, like come on now, like 2 TFLs, like I was in my zone. And I'm gonna tell you how I got in. I don't know how I got in my zone. It just came natural. So like, you feel me? On the bus, like it's okay. It's these two songs I haven't heard like in my life until I came here, and they play it like pregame, but I took it before, like I played it like in my headphones, like while we on the bus traveling to Central, and it's called don't think I'm a Satanist because of what this song is called, but the name of the song is called Me and the Devil. And then there's another one called Rooster. If y'all know those, shout out to you. But those I had those songs on repeat all the way to Central. Like I had both AirPods in. I had both AirPods in, chilling on the seat by myself. Had the music up full blast, took me a little nap as the music is playing, and as I'm like, okay, I wouldn't say I was sleeping at first, but like I closed my eyes, and you know how you vision things. That's what I was doing. I was visioning how this game was finna play out for me. Me making the tackles, me making the plays, me celebrating with my team. And I was visualizing it the whole way there, but I fell asleep in between it. Okay. So then get there, I do my like basic routine. Like I'm listening to these two songs. These two songs is on repeat now. These two songs on repeat. I get to I walk the field, did my little prayer, hit my little prayer, you feel me? As I'm listening to the music, and like it was like I was locked in. I don't know if it was because I just woke up, but I was locked in. Like you can look at me and just tell, like, when I'm locked in or in the zone, so called, you can just look into my eyes and just tell I'm locked in, because I've heard this from people. Like, I have that death stare. Like, I have that death stare when I'm locked in, and when I'm locked in, I don't want to hear nobody talking to me. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to get hyped. I don't want to jump around. I don't want to do none of that. You just see me in my zone, listening to my music, not talking to nobody. And if you ever do see me like that, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't come to talk to me. Don't do nothing. Because if you come to talk to me, I'm gonna just straight up ignore you. And you can ask my teammate. He came up, tried to ask me something, and I was just too into my zone where I just tuned everything out. I tuned everything out. Like, I didn't want to hear nobody voice. I didn't want to hear nothing but that music and my thoughts and me visualizing what I'm finna do to these boys when I get on this field. You know, and then come pregame, I take them out and I'm locked in, ready to go. Get to the sideline, and first drive I'm in, we stop them. Like, the first drive I'm in, I'll say I had two tackles that first drive, but there wasn't just they wasn't, they wasn't small tackles. There was big tackles, because one tackle was like the first play of the game where I just met the running back. No, it was the quarterback, because they did like read option shit. So like the QB would fake the handoff to the running back and he'll keep it. But I saw it. I saw him, because like sometimes I just read the quarterback, because they was telling us like he's gonna try to read option. So I'm like, I'm gonna watch the quarterback. And as soon as I saw him pull it and I saw him go through that A gap, I was there and I boomed him. First play. All right, then I didn't do nothing the second and third drive. And then come fourth down, hey, they got cocky and went for it. So I mean, I wouldn't say it was my tackle completely, but it was like a gang tackle. But part of it is mine. But like, as y'all know, I'm an old lineman. I mean, I used to be an old lineman. And as an old lineman, you have to have that leg drive, right? You have to have that leg drive. So so what happened was one of my teammates came, wrapped him up, but he couldn't get him down. So I come in full speed ahead, boom, buddy, and drive him like 5 yards backwards. And the good thing about that, because he was like probably a yard or inches away from getting that first down. And when I hit him and drove his ass back, when I tell you that was the best, like, that's how I knew this game was finna go good for me. I went to the sideline, like, and you ain't really did nothing for real until like your coach was like, shout out to Coach E. Shout out to Coach E. Like, Coach E's like, that's the John I've been hearing about. And I'm like, I'm not the type of person to celebrate. Like, you can ask teammates. Like, if I make a play, I'm not celebrating on field. I'm not celebrating on field. I'll dap you up, get back to the next play. But like when I got to that sideline, boy, me and Coach E went crazy, dog. We went crazy, dapping each other up. Everybody slapping the helmet. Doing usual football stuff, and that's when I know I can actually play linebacker. I can actually do this. Like I can actually I can be that dude at this inside linebacker. Like, but at the end of the day, I still it was I know I still need development. My coach has told me you gotta stop going for kill shots. But in my defense, which is no excuse, because I'm gonna work on it. But in my excuse, I used to be a pulling guard. So every time I seen somebody, it was a kill shot. Every time I seen somebody while I'm pulling, it's a kill shot. Like real talk. And I know that now. I knew every tackle I make doesn't have to be a kill shot, but it's just when I'm running okay. If y'all don't know, I had surgery on my meniscus and they had to cut something out and repair it. So I called it. They cut my brakes because I'm not good at stopping. If I'm coming full speed downhill, don't expect me that I'm finna slow up because I'm not. I'm finna hit you full speed ahead. Like, and that's why that's matter of fact, that's why my coach, well, he's not my coach, he's the defensive line coach, but he calls me John Wick, bro. And I love that name. And the reason he gave me the name John Wick is because when I come downhill, it's liable that I'm finna kill somebody. like, and it wasn't just off that game. He been calling me John Wick. I'll say the first time he called me John Wick was in practice, and that's because I had came down and shout out to my boy Jamal. Shout out to my boy Jamal. But I came down and just smashed Jamal, and my boy was concussed. And he got concussed, and ever since then, my boy Coach Mihalovich, he's been calling me John Wick because when I come downhill, I'm coming downhill fast and ready to kill something. But that's it's just me learning how to. But me personally, I do need to learn how to actually stop going for kill shots and actually try to tackle and wrap up. But you know, that's a part of learning a new position. That's a part of it. Okay, next question. And how does it feel? I really can't explain it. I can't explain how it feels to be in a zone. Like because it's really not a feeling. It's not a feeling, it's a focus. Well, hold on. It's a focus, bro. It doesn't I can't explain how it feels because it doesn't feel like nothing. It doesn't feel like I have superpowers or nothing like that. It's like it's a mind. I say it's more of a mindset type of deal. Cause when you in the zone, but you can't feel when you in the zone, but you know that you are locked in. You know that you locked in and just straight focused. It's more of a focus. In the zone is you being focused on the game. You playing your part in the game. When I'm in my zone, I'm I need to focus on this. I need to focus on that. I need to focus on that. Whatever play call he makes, I need to focus. Every play call he made that game, I was focused on what I need to do. It's more of a focus type of thing. It's not a feeling, it's a focus. So when you in the zone, you're not feeling you're not feeling what is adrenaline. Uh, uh, adrenaline. I cannot say that word, but you get what I'm trying to say. You don't feel that. Well, I don't anyway. It's just a more of a focus thing, mental thing for me. When I get my mind right and I'm focused on the game, That's when I'm in my zone. That's when I'm the best to play with. Like people be like, they be listening to like rap, hardcore music. I can't do that because when I listen to something that'll get me riled up, that's when I usually have my worst game or my worst practice. Like you'll probably think I'm over there listening to some NBA young boy, like ready to kill some, like, but I'm not. In reality, I'm either listening to gospel or R&B. Like it's no in between. Like on game days, I'm listening to straight gospel or R&B because I need something to calm my mind. I don't need my mind to just be raging as I'm finna go out here and play a game. I need my mind cool, calm, and collected so I can make the right decisions, the right the right calls, and get like, cause when my body's calm, it's like it's just reaction. When my mind is calm, it's just reaction. Like when my mind is calm, bro, I can literally do anything. Like, cause it's not just me being all hyped up, ready to crush somebody. It's more like, okay, that's the play call. That's the play call. This what I need to do. If that running back switches over, I'm gonna tell the linebacker next to me, hey, watch him. Or if like I need to cover a receiver or something, I'll be like, I got him. Like, but if I'm like all riled up, it's gonna be like my mind is racing. So I cannot like, and that makes the game faster than it should be for you. Like when my mind's calm, the game moves way slower than you think for me. Like even though the even though for the other people, it might like for the people that's watching, the game might move fast. But if I'm cool, calm, and collected in my mind, the it's like the game speed it slows down for me. And when that game speed slows down, it's like I can make all my decisions, all my calls that I need to make as a linebacker, and then just do it as if I'm all riled up. As if I'm all riled up, everything's coming in at once. I'm like, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do that, I need to do that, which overwhelms the mind. When your mind overwhelms, it's like, bro, what are you doing? What are you supposed to do? And it might just be me, like when I'm riled up, I forget a lot of things. Like it was like this one game, I think. No, it was practice. It was a scrimmage, and I was it was like the first scrimmage in fall camp, and I was listening to straight like Young Boy, Mr. Big. If you don't know who Mr. Big is, he's an old school rapper. Like he used to rap about that, and like I used to get hyped, and I was hyped, and then go out. I went out there, had the worst scrimmage of my life. Like I had the worst scrimmage of my life. I I got play calls wrong. I called plays wrong. I called my calls wrong. Like, and I couldn't like I was making it was like a type deal where I made plays, but I had more mistakes than made plays, if you see. And then comparing it to like going to a scrimmage where I was like listening to my gospel and listening to my R&B and calming my mind down. I actually made plays. I actually made my right calls. I made sure every every duty was checked off the list. Didn't forget not one when the play call was made. Made sure all my calls are right. If I needed to bump the D line over, I will bump them. Like that's just me. I mean, everybody don't operate the same. So I might be just the only one that operates like that. And what triggers it? What triggers the zone is, like I said, it's a mental type thing. Like being in the zone or being like locked in, it's more of a mental than physical thing. It's a mind thing. If your mind's not locked in, your body's not gonna be locked in. Like that's how I see it. Your mind controls your body. And if your mind's all over the place, your body's going to be all over the place. But if your mind is like calm, still, and just flowing, your body is just gonna flow, not just be everywhere else when your mind is just befuddled. Like if your mind is overwhelmed, your body's gonna get overwhelmed. Like it's all about mentality and how your mind is set up. Like that's I mean, like I said, what triggers mine is mostly music because music is one thing that I love, and music is can calm. It's calming, especially like listening to gospel. Listen to gospel before a game. I highly recommend it because gospel calms you down. Like you're not finna be jumping everywhere listening to gospel. That's just facts. You're not finna be jumped around, hyped, listening to gospel. You're finna be over there, calm, collected, ready to play some ball. And like I said, I mean, a lot of people have ways to trigger how they get locked in or how they get in their zone. Some listen to music. Um, some just plain and sit there and just think. Like some just sit there, just be in their own little world thinking. Or some listen, get hyped, jump around, do push-ups, do something like that to get them riled up. Uh, that's all I can think of that can trigger it for real. You have the people that does like, I mean, I've seen a couple like bang their heads against their helmet to get them locked in. Let's see. I mean, I'm that type of dude, but I'm not doing that to get me locked in. I'm doing that to get me like if y'all don't know, when I have my boy Nagel, we have my boy Nagel. We have this little routine we do before the game starts. We go up, head bang with helmets on about three times. Then we hit our little handshake and hey, we ready to go. You know, or some people just don't be locked in. Like some people just don't get locked in that because they don't. Some people don't need to be like in the zone to like play ball. Like they just go out there and do their thing. Now that I don't understand, like if you don't get in the zone, you just go out there and you just do your thing. Sometimes I have done that, but it's not more efficient than like being in the zone. Like just going out there and playing ball, that's not. I say for me, it's not more efficient. But hey, I could be wrong. But that's the end of this podcast, episode 14. Thank y'all for tuning in. I love y'all. Keep supporting. Hey, go copy you some merch. Go copy you some Athlete Cast merch, baby. Because here, all athlete voices matters. So go copy you some of that. Go copy a t-shirt. Go copy a hoodie. Hey, go copy your fanny pack. Go cop whatever you want. Trust. But just to let y'all know, there's more merch coming soon. I'm working on new merch. I'm working on a website, to be honest with you. I'm working on a website to get up on this merch. And also, I'm coming with y'all with a gaming channel as well. So y'all be on the lookout for that. And I love y'all guys. Peace.